Hi everyone, Square Peg, Square Hole coming to you live today from Brown University. So I'm trying my best to make my way around to all the Ivies this year. We'll see how I do. So far this is two. I went to Princeton a few weeks ago. So what do you want to know about Brown? Well, it's a nice sized campus. You would think that it's purely a liberal arts school, but it's not. It's also got a really great engineering program. It's got a medical school. It's got a school of professional studies and a school of public health. 7,000 undergrad and about 3,000 grad students. So it's really focused heavily on their undergraduates, but they've got a great program for their grad students as well. Speaking of great programs for both, if you want to come here and do an accelerated program, they have the program for liberal medical education. It's an 8-year accelerated program where you come in liberal arts and you end up going through their med school. So it's really nice, very hard to get into, as you could imagine, because Brown itself has an acceptance rate of only 5%. So it gets even tougher if you want to try and get into that program. But well worth the try if you're a top student and you're looking for med school. So what are some things you need to know about this? Well, Brown prides itself on an open curriculum. They like to say their students are architects of their own curriculum, which I think is kind of interesting. No requirements. You can take basically anything that you want to take when you get here, but you do have to take a concentration, which is how they term their majors. Plenty of those around. There's over 80 of them. And they've added something new recently in terms of one of their distributions, which is Brown Community Outreach. So, sorry, actually that's their largest student organization. My apologies on that one. Right, but it's interesting to see how they're really focused on making sure that the students can take a look at all the different subjects that are here, figure out what makes the most sense for them. As a matter of fact, you had a shopping period beginning of every semester. First 2 weeks, you can try any class that you want, and those that make the most sense for you, those are the ones that you can stay in. So that's kind of nice if you want to check to see if the curriculum is really going to be what you think it is, and if it's going to help you fulfill your personal requirements for graduating from college. So a couple of things to know in terms of sports. They've got 34 D1 teams here, as well as 38 clubs. So if you're looking to play a sport, plenty of opportunity here. And it runs the gamut from basketball, football, through fencing, crew, tennis, so a wide range of things that you can do. They are well known for their neuroscience, computer science, computational biology, applied math, classics, environmental science, poli-sci, engineering. So it is a pretty wide range. Lots of options in terms of things for you to study. You are guaranteed 4 years of housing here, which is really nice. You have to be on campus your first 2 years, which really fosters a sense of community amongst the students, and you can sense that as you're walking around the campus. It's a pretty even mix in terms of men and women, in terms of the diversity of the population here. 13% of them are first gen, so they're really trying hard to give lots of people an opportunity to come to Brown and study. LGBTQ friendly, so that's a nice thing if you're looking for a safe space as well. So, what's their motto? Well, to serve the community, the nation, and the world by discovering and communicating and preserving knowledge and understanding in a spirit of free inquiry. Right? So it's kind of interesting. They really want you to just check things out, see what makes the most sense for you. You truly need to be an independent student to come to Brown. You need to be near the top of your class, as you would expect. But they really work hard to let you be yourself, figure out what makes sense, and then grow from there. I'll leave off with a couple of famous alumni. So we have the father of microbiology, Stanley Falco, JFK Jr., Lois Lowry, who wrote The Giver, for those of you who had your kid read that when they were younger. Harry Potter fans, Emma Watson went here. And last but not least, for those of you into poli-sci, Amy Carter, our President Carter's daughter, also went here. All right, that's it for today. Always keep an eye out because you never know where I'll be next.